Congrats.
How you doing? Thank you. I
And,
appreciate it.
could you just break down the moment for us? When did you find out, and what was your reaction? What were you doing at that point?
Yeah, I was just at home, just resting, and then Coach Beamer gave me a call, let me know that I'm all cleared up, and it was a great conversation.
What's going on, Rashul? Got two for you. Number one, did you call your mom immediately when you found out?
Yeah, I called her immediately. She was asleep though, so she was asleep for like 3 hours, then she woke up to all the news.
And I saw your attorney, Darren, mention that Erin Abbey played a really big role in helping you get cleared. What kind of role did she play, in your opinion?
Yeah, she played a major role. Like once they took things over in compliance, I feel like things started moving a lot quicker with the decision, and I'm just grateful and thankful that they was able to help me out and just be there for me.
It's kind of a loaded question, but how would you sum up the previous 8 months and just all that went into it and all the hoops you had to jump through? I'm sure there are probably too many to sit here and talk about, but what can you share about some of that stuff?
Yeah, it was a lot of ups and downs for sure, but for the most part, I was in good spirits through it all because I've been here with my teammates, my coaches, Coach Beamer, Coach Black, and then obviously my family. They played a major part, so people around me just kept me high. And then I've been through worse, so I felt like I had faith that it would happen and the NCAA would do the right thing. So I'm just blessed that they granted me an extra year.
Hey, Rahsul, what was your actual reaction to the news? How did you celebrate?
I didn't really celebrate at all. I was just like, it's time to go now. Like, we had a game in a couple of days, so I just kept preparing like I've been doing. So
You've had quite the odyssey for your college football career, but how did all of that in these past few years kind of help prepare you for a situation where you're preparing for a season not knowing if you're going to be able to play or not?
yeah, I just feel like everything I've been through, not just college, but my whole life, everything just prepared me for this moment. So I feel like I'm ready for everything that's about to happen.
How would you describe your game, your run style, and what you bring to the running back room?
So, I would say I'm experienced now from playing at Utah State and being able to take the main role last year. So, and I know we got a lot of young guys, so just being like a good leader to the young guys and just pushing everybody around me to be better, and they do the same thing to me. So.
There were some mixed reports out there. Were you able to get any NIL payments or any rev share stuff the last 8 months?
I don't know how to. No, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that. No. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was the process of having to go back and like almost do an accounting of your entire like college journey? Were the compliance people and NCAA asking you questions where you were like even didn't have the answer?
Like, wait, can you ask me that again? Yeah.
When you were going through the process, did compliance or did the NCAA ask you questions where even you were like, I'm not sure?
No, I know what happened throughout my journey. Like, once they asked me, I gave them, I answered to the best of my ability, of course. And, I just was honest and gave them the truth of what happened each year. So,
Have you spent any time thinking, whether here within the last couple of days or at any point the last 8 months, what that first catch or carry is going to be like when y'all are in Atlanta here in a couple of days?
Not really. I mean, yeah, I always play the game in my head for sure. So, like, I got a vision of how it's going to go. So, hopefully it goes that way.
Going off of what you just said, it must have been pretty difficult as someone who plays the game in their head to not really know if they'll actually be able to play it. Did you find yourself sort of saying, like, don't get too far ahead or don't think too much? Or Lenoris, you guys gel. You're like, okay, I can't get too excited about this because I don't know.
Yeah, well, I just had in my head that I was playing. So, like, if things would have went left, then I would have just had to deal with that one if that would have happened. So.
Now that it's all worked out, is there any part of you that kind of likes the fact that now people know who you are? They know your story. People around the country know who Rahsul Faison is because kind of this process, though it was crappy?
It's nice that like people got to know my story and a little bit, and got to understand my situation and why I feel like I deserve this, this extra year, if you want to call it. But yeah, it's definitely just a blessing. It's all a blessing.
Obviously, it sounds like you were very faithful throughout the past few months. You had it in your head that you were playing, but what have you learned throughout this whole process?
I learned a lot. I just learned, honestly, to be patient. I learned to stay humble so you don't gotta so no one can humble you. You know what I'm saying? And don't get ahead of yourself and things like that. So I just learned a lot about myself and my character, and I just was, just trying to be the best person I could be to my teammates, be the best player I could be for my coaches and things like that, and just learn and just focus on the positive things that was going on.
Were there any guys in particular that maybe you leaned on for support during the tough times of this whole process?
Really, just my running back room and Coach Black, just being in there with them and just preparing for this Sunday. I just just leaned on them, and I just talked to them about it if I talked to anyone about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Obviously, you talked a lot about how the running back room is kind of rallied around you throughout preseason camp. From a competition standpoint, now that you are back and that room has been competing all preseason, what can we expect from the running back room on Sunday?
What can you expect from us? We'll be prepared for sure. Coach Black, he does a great job on coaching us and getting us ready and making sure that we know what we're doing when we're out there so we can play fast. So we're going to be playing fast, and we'll be prepared and hopefully know what's going on.
Since I guess it's safe to say you won't be playing in a Carolina Nike uniform next year, but what was your reaction to the Nike news, or I guess more importantly, what did you hear from guys on the team who will be here next year?
I was just happy for them. They was happy with the decision, so if they're happy, I'm happy. Yep, thank you guys. I appreciate it.